Hi everyone, this is Chronicle. I'm going to talk about the next coming updates, and then as you can see, the Phantom Q collaboration again. And then there's one new character, which is Logistella. And then she's a Command Killers or Shinley Killers either way, and with the Enhancer Enchant Job and Summoner Enchant Job. And then this Summoner Enchant Job has the Alucana Raton, so it's quite good. And then next is, well, she is a fire magic attacker and with the property of critical, so it's quite good. And she also have the clock status on herself. And for this one, when she has the clock status, the skill power increase plus clock down status on the enemy, so it's quite good. And then this one is increase your allies magic attack for 3 turns, also not bad. And then for this one, it is a buff nullifies on one enemy for 3 turns, so it's quite good, especially it's a range of 7. And then for this skill damage, it is based from her critical status and it's 100% hit with property of critical. And if she manages to kill the enemy, this skill will be activated. Basically it's a free extra turn and there's no cast time and skill usage for the main ability for 1 turn. So it's quite good, but this is only applies to this skill only. The other main ability skill doesn't activate this skill, so beware. And then for the side ability, it increases her critical rate and critical damage for 1 turn. So I think the damage will be quite high if critical. And then this skill is ignores the enemy shield plus property of critical. Okay. And then for this skill, the higher the opponent magic attack is, the higher the damage is. And interrupts the cast time and property of critical. So this skill is very good for magic attacker. And then for this reaction ability, it is a property of greatly reduce the damage of shooting attack and magic attack. So this reaction ability is actually quite good. And then the support ability is HP up and magic attack up. And for every turn, it permanently increases her critical status. And when you use her main ability last skill, it will reset to 0 again and can be stacked 5 times. So basically this passive is similar with the KOF collaboration character. And then next is her status. Okay, this will be her maximum status without the gears, runes and mementos. Okay, the magic attack is not really that bad. I think can reach more than 1.6k if you equip with everything. And then next is, okay, this will be her Kaiga upgrades. And then for the second gate, it added extra magic attack and magic attack 15% with the cast time reduced by 2 turns. So try to master this second gate first as usual. And then for the leader skill, it increases the maximum HP, magic attack, and all attack, and this resistance 20%. So this leader skill is very good for fire magic attacker. And then for the 5th gate upgrade, this is from her main ability last skill. The shooting range increased to 4, and the skill power increase, and the skill usage increase. Okay, not really that bad, especially it increased the shooting range. And then this will be her 6th gate power up, and this is a 7th gate and the Kaigan Lasso, and it increases her magic attack and magic attack. So basically it's pure magic attack. So it's quite good. And then you can get 100 shards for the daily quest as usual, and another 200 shards for the panel mission, so total is 300, so it's quite good, and with the additional of 25 shards. Okay, next is, okay, this is her free gear, and it's an accessory, and everyone can equip, so it's quite good. And then it increases the critical, magic attack, and master jewel. Not really that bad actually. And then for the master ability is, it is a fire magic attack with property of critical, and it's 100% hit. So it's really a very simple skill, but the shooting range is only just 2, so she cannot attack the enemy from far away. And then with the 6.5 anniversary for the Phantom Q quest, so you can get all the goodies. And then next is, okay, this will be her mementos. And then for the BG ability is, it is an area fire magic attack with property of critical, and for the 3 turns, it reduces the opponent's speed, shooting attack, magic attack, and the shooting range is 3, and the AoE is a 3x3 square. Okay, so it's quite good for arena and PvP. And then when you max break these mementos, the overall skill power increase, and she only damage against the enemies only, and the debuff graded down. So this is actually very good for arena and PvP, especially against this shooting attacker and magic attacker. And then with the fire all attack and critical rate, magic attack and HP. Okay, it's very good for her. And then next is a Memento Skier. It is an accessory, and only the Phantom Q plus fire unit can be equipped, and it increases her maximum HP, magic attack, silent resistance, and critical damage. So it's also very good for her. And then for the weapon ability is, it consumes her HP and recovers her jewel by percentage. So basically it recovers her jewel by sacrifice her HP, so that she can use more skill without any attacks. And then next is, okay, this leader skill is for FGG group. Basically it's Phantom Q group. And then for the leader skill, it increases HP plus 20%, magic attack 40%, magic attack 20%, maximum jewel 20%, strong versus a pride, and strong versus a greed 30%. So this leader skill is very good for magic attacker, especially it also increases the maximum jewel, so it's quite good. And then next is, okay, Genesis event again. And then we have some new creator, new faces from the Northern Pride. And then the new creator is this guy. And this guy is, I think you guys should know about this guy. And then when you play the event, you can get Nemu gear. And it increases his maximum HP, maximum jewel, and strong versus all sins, plus 15. And then for the weapon ability, it is the same as his main ability, with the skill changes and become a light elemental attacker. So you can use the master ability to change his job to magic. And then next is, okay, this will be the new creator gear, and then it increases the physical attack, dex, initial jewel, and strong versus a pride. Okay, very nice. And then for the weapon ability is, it is a 5-hit dark shooting attack and property of critical, and with the Alchemy Over, and before the skill activates, for the 5 turns, you have the strong versus a pride graded up, and the shooting range is 5. So basically this skill is very good for the raid boss who is a pride. And then this is definitely 4th and 5th gate. Okay, and then for this skill, it is a cover skill, and it increases the cover radius to diamond 4, and the AoE of the radius is diamond 4, and the skill usage increase. So basically her cover range is very big. Yeah, super big. And then next is Undex, and then with the 4th gate and 5th gate. And then I find that this skill is quite powerful, and this skill is his main ability last skill, the super powerful attack, plus it knocks the enemy shield, plus when you use this skill for the next turn, the skill jewel cost reduced to half. Basically it's from 150 becomes 75. And then the shooting range, instead of 1, become square, 3 times 3 within himself. So basically he can attack diagonal, so it's quite good. And then for example, if you keep using this skill, every time the skill jewel cost is only 75. So he will have a big damage and big damage again and repeat and Alchemy Over time bomb. I think it's quite powerful. And then next is, okay, this will be the 6th gate upgrade as usual. Okay, next is, okay, the new creator, Ignacio. Basically this is his younger self compared to the current Genesis. As you can see, he looks very young. And then his main job is similar with the sniper, and with the gunner enchant job and ninja enchant job. Okay, and then next is, okay, this will be the new effects added. Well, basically it's an Alchemy Over time bomb upgrade version. So like for example, if you manage to inflict the Alchemy Over 5 times, and after that, when you use a skill that has this effect, the time bomb will force to explode. So you do not need to wait for the countdown from 3. So I find that this is actually quite powerful, so that you do not need to wait for the enemy's turns. You can instant activate the time bomb with double damage. So like for example, if you are using Undex or Clarice together with this new creator, I think the overall damage can be even higher than Zaha, if you're lucky. Okay, next is... Okay, this will be the main ability. Okay, most of the attack is a dart shooting attack. And then for this first skill, with the dual damage and dual regen unified, and with the dual gain down. So this skill is very good for arena and PvP, seriously. And then for this third skill, is the skill that I mentioned earlier with the new effects. Okay, and it's an AoE shooting attack. And then next is... Okay, for this 3 skill, all of them have CT plus 40 and shooting attack up for 1 turn, but the only difference is the skill changes. And then next is... Okay, this 3 skill is quite interesting. For this one, it reduces the opponent shooting resistance for 3 turns, and after that, this skill will change into this skill. And then for this skill, with the HP drain. And after when you use this skill, it will change to this skill. And then for this skill, it has the Alchemy Over and it knocks the enemy reaction. And after that, it will back to this skill. So basically it's 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. So it's similar with the Kuyana. But then, of course, you can use the previous skill I mentioned earlier. You can force this skill become this skill. And then this skill become this skill. Either way. Okay, next is... Okay, for the sub ability, it increases any ally and himself critical rate for 3 turns. Okay, not bad. And destroys the enemy shield only. And then with the CT down, and for the 5 turns, the opponent cannot use any CT up. So it's actually quite good. And for the Rash ability, it will greatly reduce the magic damage and it's 100% activation. But the only requirement is his HP must be more than 85%. So if his HP is below than 85%, this will not activate, so beware. And then for the support ability, it increases the shooting range, dex, and initial duel. Okay, quite good. And then next is the status. Okay, this will be his maximum status without the gears, mementos, and runes, and only with the 3 gates. So actually his dex is actually quite high, and the speed is also quite high. Can be more than 200. Okay, next is... Okay, these are the 3 gates. And then for the second gate, it increases the speed and shooting attack and shooting range plus 1. So it's quite good as well. So if you equip with the another passive, his shooting range will be plus 3. And then for the leader skill, for the dark units, it increases the HP by 30%, physical attack, dex, shooting attack, and all attack 20%, and critical rate plus 10%. So I think this leader skill is very powerful, and you can think with Abel, Rui, yeah, either way. As long as it is a dark shooter attacker. Okay, next is... You can get 100 shots as usual for the daily quest, and the 25 shots. But then beware, you only can get 100 shots, not 300. So compared to the Phantom Kill, you only can get 125 shots. So it's not a lot, but right now he only have 3 gates. Okay, next is... Okay, this Mementos is for him, and then for the BG ability is... It is a moving skill, and for the 1 turn, it increases his attack and dex times 2.5. So basically it's a charge skill, so it's quite good. And then if you max break these mementos, instead of 2.5, become times 3. And the skill usage increase. So it's quite good overall. And then increase the shooting range plus 1 when you max break. And with the shooting attack, dex, maximum HP, and physical attack, and this resistant. Okay, also very good for him. And then next is the Memento Skier. Okay, it is an armor, and only the Northern Pride Mule unit can be equipped. And it increases his maximum HP, shooting attack, dual gain, and magic resistance. Okay, it's very good. And then for the weapon ability is, it permanently increases his shooting attack and dual cost down and can be stacked 10 times for every action turns. So it's quite good overall. And then next is... Okay, these are the 3 characters will unlock their 7 gate. And then... For Nikaya, it increases her pierce attack, speed, and critical damage. Okay. And for Setsuna, area attack, physical attack, and slash. And then for Zai, physical attack, accuracy, and magic attack. Okay. And then next is... Okay, these are the 3 characters who unlock their laser skill level 20, Julia, Ambrosia, and Alaya. Okay, next is... Okay, these are the new added skill for Julia. For the 5 turns, it is a cover skill for the physical damage, and the cover radius is Diamond 3. And then for the 5 turns, her maximum HP times 2 and HP recover, and the shooting range is 3. So basically she has the ability to cover one ally physical damage. Quite good. And then for the Ambrosia skill, it is a dark magic attack with CT graded down, and it increases the passive limit from 10 to 20 for the magic attack. So basically her magic attack buff increase, but then you need to wait for 20 turns. It's quite long. Okay, for this Alaya, for the 5 turns, all of your allies beside herself will have magic attack up, and it increases the magic effects for every turn, so the maximum buff will be 5 turns. And then for the 1 turn, she herself will have speed up and dual regen. Okay, and the AoE is Diamond 3 within herself, so it's quite big. Okay, next is... Okay, these are the adjustments. And then for the first character is Ambrosia, and this is really very good. One of her passive that has the shooting resistance down, they remove the effects. So basically there's no negative effect, so it's quite good. And then for the second character is Dark Setuna. The overall status increase for her main job, and then this 2 ability has the skill power up, and then for the side ability also have the power up. And then for the supply ability, it added as well slash attack. So the overall adjustment is quite good, especially it increased the attack, so that she will have high damage, especially with the charge times 5. Okay, next is... Okay, for the third character, Dark Zine. And then with the status adjustment for his main job. And then for this Shiny Inferno, the skill power increase, and if you use this skill on the humans, they will have healing disable, and during the healing disable, all elemental resistance down, so it's quite good for PvP and arena. And then for this Nova, the skill damage increase, and if you are fighting against a human, before the skill attacks, for the 2 turns, the opponent maximum jewel down. Okay, and I remember this skill also have the jewel damage. And then for the support ability, it further increases the physical attack and magic attack and defense versus a human unit for this passive. And then for the second passive, it added as well HP up. Okay, so his skill adjustment is quite specialized in arena and PvP. Okay, next is... Okay, these are the 4 characters will unlock the 7 gate. And then... These are the status increase for the Kaigan Lasso. For Longis, Black Longis, Artemis, and Black Artemis. Okay. And then next is... For this Steel Fin and Steel Fin Black Killer's version, both of them unlock the level 20 Kaigan Lasso with the physical attack. Okay. And then next is... Okay, for the Steel Fin Lasso skill, it is an area light slash attack and damage towards the enemies only, and with the property of Alchemist Crush, basically it's a poison status plus physical attack damage half. And the AoE is Diamond 2. Okay. And then for the Tail Fin Black Killer's version, it is an 8 hit light slash attack and strong versus a human, and it is 100% hit and with the property of critical, and before the skill activates, for the 3 turns critical rate increase. So basically this skill is similar with the master ability. Yeah, except that it increases the critical rate, so it's quite good, especially for arena and PvP. Okay, next is... Okay, this will be the end of the updates. So basically I need to get the Phantom Q character and this Genesis character. Okay, thank you for watching this video. See ya, sayonara.